Fans of Black Mirror have been waiting patiently for any news about a new season ever since Season 7 dropped last year in absolutely top form. Well, guess what? Our dystopian dreams have been answered. Creator Charlie Brooker has officially confirmed that Season 8 is happening. Season 7 was a massive hit with viewers. In fact, it was the first time Black Mirror ever got recognized at the Golden Globes. While the series didn't take home any awards that night, Brooker did sit down with Netflix's Tudum before the event and confirmed the big news: Black Mirror is coming back. He said hopefully it'll be more Black Mirror than ever. Brooker teased what's ahead, saying, "Well, luckily it does have a future, so I can confirm that Black Mirror will return just in time for reality to catch up with it. So that's exciting. That chunk of my brain has already been activated and is whirring away." Season 7 was seriously praised as a strong entry in the anthology series. Episodes like Common People, Hotel Reverie, and the sequel to USS Callister proved once again that there's always something for every fan to enjoy. But what do we actually know about Season 8 so far? Let's break it down. Black Mirror Season 8 confirmed. Yes, Black Mirror Season 8 has been officially confirmed by series creator Charlie Brooker himself. He told Tudum Black Mirror will return, and hopefully it'll be more Black Mirror than ever. Honestly, this isn't a huge surprise to fans, especially since Brooker has always expressed interest in continuing his stranger-than-fiction dystopian series. He previously told RadioTimes.com, "Nothing is off the table. I'll keep doing this until people get sick of it, or me, or if the world suddenly, overnight, completely improves into a utopia, and we have no need for this kind of entertainment anymore, because we're all so happy out in the wild, patting unicorns on the head." Release date expectations. So when can we expect Black Mirror Season 8 to drop? Unlike a typical serialized drama, Black Mirror doesn't just release a new season every year or two. The gap between seasons can really vary, from 1 year between seasons 3 and 4 in 2016 and 2017, to 4 years between seasons 5 and 6 in 2019 and 2023. Now that the show's been renewed, the most likely wait time is about 2 years, which means Black Mirror Season 8 could potentially arrive in 2027. That timeline gives the creative team enough time to write, cast, and film a new season. But here's something interesting. Brooker previously said he already has some future stories pretty much fully baked and ready to go, while he's got others where he's got a chunk of the story, not quite the concept. Expected episode count. How many episodes should we expect? Previous Black Mirror seasons have ranged from 3 to 6 episodes, with most of the Netflix era seasons being 6 episodes long. With that in mind, Black Mirror Season 8 would almost certainly consist of 6 episodes. However, if the creators decide to make another experimental standalone special like the interactive film Bandersnatch, this could result in a shorter season, with the standalone special being released separately. That's exactly what happened with Season 5 in Bandersnatch, which came out 6 months apart. Potential returning cast. In the past, it wouldn't have made much sense to speculate about the future cast of Black Mirror. As an anthology series, it could basically cast anyone. But here's where things get interesting. With the arrival of the USS Callister sequel episode, USS Callister Into Infinity in Season 7, we could see other Black Mirror characters return for new chapters in their stories. Charlie Brooker has teased the possibility of more sequel episodes, telling The Hollywood Reporter, "We're now looking at old episodes and thinking, how could you revisit that idea?" He didn't name any names, but a few fan-favorite episodes immediately spring to mind, like the romantic San Junipero. There are also episodes whose established world-building could be explored even further, like White Bear or 15 Million Merits. Here are some key cast members who could theoretically return. Mackenzie Davis as Yorkie, San Junipero. Gugu Mbatha-Raw as Kelly, San Junipero. Will Poulter as Colin Rittman, Bandersnatch. Lenora Critchlow as Victoria Skilling, White Bear. Daniel Kaluuya as Bingham Bing Madsen, 15 Million Merits. Behind-the-scenes changes. Now, there has been a slight shakeup behind the scenes. Co-creators of Black Mirror, Brooker and Annabelle Jones, have left their Netflix-owned production company Broken Bones. The pair founded the company 5 years ago after a landmark deal with the streamer, which became the first of its kind for Netflix. Despite these changes, we know that Black Mirror continues to be a priority for Netflix, with the streamer said to be committed to the series. According to Deadline, Brooker and Jones's exit from Broken Bones is unlikely to change this. What could Season 8 be about? Trying to figure out what the 8th season of Black Mirror could be about would require having the power to read Brooker's mind. Something clearly impossible given the caliber of episodes that have been released so far. When Season 8 was confirmed, Brooker said, "It's a useful thought experiment when approaching a new story. I'll often think of, well, what haven't we done yet, and what tone am I looking for? Where does this track come on the album, and what musical direction are we going to go into? We'll find out. Very unlikely you'll ever see a Black Mirror hoedown." Brooker has promised that this new installment will be more Black Mirror than ever. But what exactly does that mean? Since Season 7 marked a return to form for many fans, the possibilities for stories, characters, and parallels to the real world are literally endless. Brooker did previously admit that he needed a palate cleanser from the series and its representation of dystopia during the COVID pandemic. This led to a longer than usual break between Seasons 5 and 6, with the latter season also being more experimental. In fact, it was almost going to be a season entirely badged as Red Mirror, the branding used for the run's final episode, Demon 79. Brooker told The Hollywood Reporter, "I think it's fair to say that last season started out as a different season entirely. It started out that they were all going to be Red Mirror stories, Red Mirror being a sort of horror brand. Then I came up with the idea for Joan is Awful, annoyingly, in the middle of making the season, which was so Black Mirror." Producer Jessica Rhodes added, "And it wasn't gonna wait. That episode had to happen last season." Since Season 7 didn't have any Red Mirror episodes, we could hazard a guess that the format might make a return for Season 8. Trailer availability. Is there a trailer yet? Given that the show has just been renewed, there is no trailer for Black Mirror Season 8 at this time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates on Black Mirror and all your favorite shows.